The Bantu and Swahili language, a comparison by Matthew Reinhardt. The rise of the Swahili language, or more so the creation of it, was actually a blend of the Arabian language from the traders coming through the East African ports, and the Bantu language, which was there originally. The picture on the right shows the trade routes that the Arabian traders came through to mix the Arabian language and the Bantu language that was originally there. The rise and spread of the Bantus, you could say, was through their migrations. We can see here, quotation, the migration of the Bantu people from their origins in southern West Africa saw a gradual population movement sweep through the central, eastern, and southern parts of the continent. End of quotation. This shows how the rise and spread of the Bantus was through their migration. On the right, through the picture, we can see the big red blob in the center under the Sahara was where they started, and then the red and purple lines was where they migrated through. More on the spread of Bantus. Here we can see a quote on how they actually spread their language. Bantu dialects and aspects of Bantu culture were adopted, end of quotation. To add more context, this is when they would stop in a village while they were migrating, and they would share their knowledge and beliefs. On the right, we have a picture, and it shows the yellow, where Bantu is speaking as the majority language, and this was basically where they migrated through. The spread of tribe/language is possible because of what happened to their trade, quotation. But what stimulated the growth of Swahili cities was the far more extensive commercial life of the Western Indian Ocean following the rise of Islam, end of quotation. Basically what the quote is saying is that a ton more traffic was brought through the Swahili port cities, making them enough money to grow in size. The Swahili cities were important and impactful by adding more items to the trade routes, such as, quotation, gold, ivory, quartz, leopard skins, and sometimes slaves acquired from interior sources, as well as iron and processed timber from across the coast. This shows how much and how impactful they were by adding all these items to the trade. The picture on the right shows a picture of the coast of one of the Swahili cities and shows one of the trade ships coming in and out. When the Bantus migrated, some of the impacts they caused were lands becoming unpopulated, fights over territory breaking out, new people joining their culture, new cultures and traditions being created, an exchange of ideas with others, and they were important by introducing new technologies to the new people they meet in the land. Overall, these two different groups were very different in almost every aspect. Almost all their pictures are different because they both grew and expanded in very different ways. The Swahilis had all their impacts and growth through trade, and the Bantus had all their impacts and spread mainly through migration. While no one tribe is clearly better or more successful than the other, they show how you can have a successful tribe in two very different ways.